Hello, Mark Crossfield here. In my hands today we've got the TaylorMade SLDR irons. So this is the SLDR iron range. We've got speed, pocket, slot thing in a few of the irons. So the longer one's coming down I think to 7, and I've got a 9 iron here, has no speed pockets. We're going to take a look at these clubs. I've got a 9, a 7 and a 5. Titleist Pro V1 X balls on the floor, my GC2 HMT. So we're going to present some real data from the SLDR iron range. Let's get stuck in. Right guys, SLDR TaylorMade irons. Now I game the driver, so I'm quite interested to see what these are all about. So I've got a 9 iron, a 7 iron and a 5 iron. The 7 iron and the 5 iron have the speed slot, through slot technology, which they're calling it now. So it goes all the way through the club, which apparently gives fast ball speeds, fin face, gives fast ball speeds feel across all the face and all the things that TaylorMade will say all their clubs always do. The 9 iron doesn't have it, so you don't need that in those lower irons. So it's for these longer clubs where you need as much help as possible. They're trying to do it with their speed slot, which they buy into. Got kind of this dampening thing in the top as well, which they talk about, which will give it kind of better sound acoustics, which then make you feel like they feel better and different. You don't get that dampening in the 9 iron. What I'd imagine if you didn't have that, but you had their through slot the way it is, and I don't know this for a fact, I'm just kind of guessing, is that they would make quite a loud, tingy, clicky noise, which maybe people don't want in this kind of club. Now, what is this kind of club? It's a good question. It's everything. This is the all club. The all-being club. It does everything. So you get friendly game improvement, medium thicker soles, loads of weight, heel and toe at the back. You get the through slot, fin face, fast ball speeds, la-di-da-di-da. But you also get, when putting 9s and 7s and 5s down by the ball, to be honest with you, you get pretty damn good looking clubs. Yeah, not much offset, medium to thin top lines, chromed finish, so they look spectacular, you know, they look really classic, and very nice shapes. I'm quite impressed, to be honest. I don't know what's going on with me at the minute. Can someone check the water down here in Devon? I seem to be becoming a bit of a TaylorMade fanboy, which is kind of a bit shocking. But I mean, I'm going to hit some with the 9 iron to start me off, and that is a gorgeous little 9 iron. It's a decent sized head, but it's got some kind of tall presence looking kind of ideas about it. Definitely next to no offset in the 9 iron. Let's give it a hit. God, it feels nice as well. What is going on with TaylorMade at the minute? I mean, they do say with this club that it's their fastest ball speeds off the face ever, I think, which they can't not say. They've got to say something big, haven't they, I guess, about them. I mean, I'm not really fussed about that, and we're going to measure the distances and ball speeds and what have you at the end with GC2 HMT using the real Titleist Pro V1 X balls that I game. But really for me it's that look plus the game improvement friendliness of it, which I'm quite excited about. Let's give the 9 iron another hit. Again, that does feel nice. Makes a nice sound, it's a good looking flight, and it is a really good looking club down by the ball. Right, let's go 7 iron next. So 7 iron, same ilk, next to no offset, tiny bit down there. Great little head shape. I mean, I'm actually preferring the look of these to lots of their Tour Preferred range, to be honest. They look chunky enough to give you some help and some friendliness. There's plenty of tech in there which is meant to be doing all that, but they look good enough to be any kind of standard player. And I have seen these in some PGA Tour players' bags as well. You know, they are making the crossover to the world class, as well as I think a beginner could game these. So 7 iron, it's a loudish sound, but it's a nice sound. It's a nice shot, it's right down it. Oh, yeah, another one. They feel good, guys, really good. I'm quite impressed with these. I'm looking forward to seeing the numbers compared to my Mizuno EZs, which kind of are similar ilk in friendliness, but much different in their looks, much more kind of chunky in areas. These are really slimmed down. Got that one slightly out of the bottom, but that's still flying nicely. Again, straight down it. The 7 iron looks good. Let's go up to the 5 iron, which is definitely a club for me where my EZs, I like going 5 and my 4 iron being big and chunky. Now, like putting this down by the ball, definitely it looks smaller than what I'm used to. you get a hint, literally a hint, of the heel of the club out the back when you put it down, but next to nothing, to be honest. So they're not so chunky, they're sticking out the back. And you get a little bit of offset, but not too much. Let's give it a hit. Yeah, that does feel good. I hit that one really well. It's a nice sound, to be honest. Yeah, I like these. I like these a lot, a real lot. Let's give it another go. I have to look at the numbers in a second. Are they cranked up and going? I mean, I've looked at the loss and they're not crazy. Higher launching irons in theory, they say, but I mean, they're just trying to tie the old SLDR marketing wagon into all the range, I'd imagine. Again, I hit that nicely and it feels very good, sounds nice, looks good down by the ball. SLDR irons, let's look at the numbers. Oh, quite excited by these. You get one big brash statement from TaylorMade, fastest ball speeds ever, great, whatever, you know, hit an 8 iron instead of a 9 iron if you want your iron to go a bit further. I'm not so excited about that. I'm excited about how user-friendly these might be while still in that kind of really good looking gaming package, which they definitely are. You know, even if you put these not in a game improvement bracket and said they weren't that easy to hit, I would still look at them and think, yeah, they're a nice looking set of clubs. Let's check these numbers out. Right guys, numbers time. SLDR irons. So I've got the 9 iron, the 7 iron and the 5 iron. 137 on the 9 iron. Fits into my set. That's pretty much where my 9 iron goes. 7 iron 163, again that's pretty much close to where my 6 iron goes, almost the same. I'm about 158 exactly written on it, but I can get it up to 163. You can see I've got a 159 on this one. I'm thinking I'm going to do a comparison between Easy and these soon actually to see how they compare. And then the 5 iron 187, which I think is almost exactly the same. I think my 5 iron is actually 189 even with the Easy, so you can see there for distance and fast ball speeds, la di da da. I'm not going to buy into that. If you guys are going in there thinking faster ball speeds, great, I'll hit the ball further. Not sure about that. I'm sure they do get their fastest ball speeds ever, but off what part of the club, on what collection of data, all robot tested. You know, it's one of those kind of will you see it statements that the marketers are always going to jump on to try and get you to buy the club. But look, it looks great, really good down by the ball, producing some pretty good numbers in there with everything else that I've used, and nice and strong, which I like. It's got definitely a feeling of a lot of help around the bat. You know, there's a lot of weight around the bat, those slots, the through slot and what they're talking about. Interesting. I'm sure it does a bit, how much you can decide, but they do feel very friendly. I think this has to be, for me, one of the most exciting combinations of game improvement plus better player irons that I've seen in a long time. I think they've really done well with these. Yeah, I'm going to be testing them up to my irons. I'm liking the look of them. I love the chrome finish. I think you will on the shop floor, on the shelf there, you're going to have a real lot of appeal as well. Check them out. I'd love to hear if you've hit them. Post comments down below. What have your numbers been with them? You hated them, loved them? I'd love to hear, but I'm quite impressed there. SLDR irons. Yeah, TaylorMade they're doing some good things at the minute, aren't they? I want them to come back and do all their big brash statements so I can just keep taking the mick out of them, but they seem to be doing less of that and producing some good product. They do bring it out quite fast, but they're bringing out some decent stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. Post comments down below. Love to hear what you got to say. And can someone check the water? What have TaylorMade done to the water around here? So if you like what's going on here, don't be afraid to subscribe to the channel. Also thumbs up the video, post comments. Love to hear what you guys got to say. Let's keep it social. The more we talk, the more we share, the easier this game will get for everybody. So if you want to find me on Facebook here, you can find me on Facebook. If you want to tweet me, find me on Twitter here as well. Just follow the links, all in the description. Come and join the show. Get active, get involved, get playing some better golf. Thanks for watching. Hello, Mark Crossfield here. In my hands today we've got the TaylorMade SLDR irons. So this is the SLDR iron range. We've got speed, pocket, slot thing in a few of the irons. So the longer one's coming down I think to 7, and I've got a 9 iron here, has no speed pockets. We're going to take a look at these clubs. I've got a 9, a 7 and a 5. Titleist Pro V1 X balls on the floor, my GC2 HMT. So we're going to present some real data from the SLDR iron range. Let's get stuck in. Right guys, SLDR TaylorMade irons. Now I game the driver, so I'm quite interested to see what these are all about. So I've got a 9 iron, a 7 iron and a 5 iron. The 7 iron and the 5 iron have the speed slot, through slot technology, which they're calling it now. So it goes all the way through the club, which apparently gives fast ball speeds, fin face gives fast ball speeds, feel across all the face and all the things that TaylorMade will say all their clubs always do. The 9 iron doesn't have it, so you don't need that in those lower irons. So it's for these longer clubs where you need as much help as possible. They're trying to do it with their speed slot, which they buy into. Got kind of this dampening thing in the top as well, which they talk